So once again, welcome back to our course, which is nothing but control system. And in this lecture, we are going to start unit number 2 of our course. So if you see the syllabus of our university in unit number 2, basically we are going to study different types of technique in order to represent a given system in the form of pictorial view. Or you can say in unit number 2, we are going to learn various types of technique through which one can have the flexibility to represent any control system in the form of picture, or you can say in the form of some graphs, or in pictorial view, we are trying to represent the entire behavior of a control system. So to achieve that objective, we are having two different techniques. First one is called as block diagram technique, and second one is called as signal flow graph technique. So if you see the syllabus for unit number 2, we can have the classification into two main domain. First one is block diagram technique and second one is signal flow graph technique. Both are nothing but a methods to represent the behavior of a control system, but in pictorial view. So first of all, we are going to learn what is the meaning of block diagram, what is the meaning of block diagram reduction technique, and how to represent a control system in block diagram. What are the different common terminologies which we have to use in order to understand or in order to draw the block diagram corresponding to given control system. And suppose if you have a, block diagram of a control system, then how to apply basic rules uh, to find out or to reduce a given control system into a single block. That means we are going to learn in detail about the concept of block diagram reduction technique. So that we are going to cover in unit number 2. And then once we have done with all these things, then we are going to solve numerical on block diagram reduction technique. And then we will switch to the next subtopic from unit number 2, which is nothing but signal flow graph. So let us discuss what is the meaning of block diagram. Block diagram is nothing but a technique through which we are going to represent a given control system in pictorial form, or you can say in graphical form. But one thing we have to remember that whatever the picture which we are drawing via this technique, that picture is going to define the exact relationship between the input and output of your control system. तो जब भी आप ब्लॉक डायग्राम के थ्रू किसी भी कंट्रोल सिस्टम को ग्राफिकल वे में या फिर पिक्टोरियल व्यू में रिप्रेजेंट करोगे विद हेल्प ऑफ सम सेट ऑफ ब्लॉक्स, तो फाइनली जो पिक्चर आपके पास में आएगा ऑफ दैट कंट्रोल सिस्टम, वो पिक्चर के थ्रू थ्रू जो आपके सिस्टम का एक्चुअल इनपुट और आउटपुट के बीच का रिलेशन है, वही आपके ब्लॉक डायग्राम के थ्रू रिप्रेजेंट होना चाहिए. कहने का मतलब ऐसा है कि एक्चुअल सिस्टम में अगर मान लो आपका इनपुट आउटपुट लीनियरली वैरी हो रहा है, तो उसके ब्लॉक डायग्राम के थ्रू जो आप फाइनल आउटपुट ड्रॉ करोगे, सो इन दैट the output also, or you can say, must vary linearly with respect to the input. So while drawing the block diagram of any control system, the thing is that the relationship between output and input which is available in your original system, that will remain same. It will not going to change. So the definition of block diagram is nothing but it is a graphical technique, or you can say pictorial technique, to represent the behavior of a system via various operating block. And sometimes these operating blocks are also known as functional block. And while drawing a block diagram of any control system, one thing we have to kept in mind that whatever the diagram which we are having with us by the end of block diagram reduction technique, that picture will replicate, or you can say explain the exact relationship between the input and output of our original system. तब हम बोल सकते हैं कि आपका जो ब्लॉक डायग्राम है उस पर्टिकुलर सिस्टम का वो exactly काम कर रहा है या फिर वो correct है. And as I told you that in some cases block diagrams are also called as functional block, and each block is going to represent some mathematical operation, or simply they are going to represent some constant parameter which are also known as the gain of that particular block. So जब भी आप किसी कंट्रोल सिस्टम का ब्लॉक डायग्राम ड्रॉ करोगे, तो हम क्या करेंगे, बिकॉज वी नो दैट फ्रॉम द डेफिनेशन ऑफ आवर basic fundamental knowledge of control system, we know that control system is nothing but a combination of physical component. ठीक है ना? So each physical component we are going to represent by some functional block. So in that block, it may possible that sometimes we are having some mathematical operations, or it may possible that sometimes we are having only some constant parameter. But the thing is that via those set of blocks we are going to define the exact relationship between input and output of that particular system. So that technique is known as block diagram technique. समझ में आ रहा है मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ आपको?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us try to understand the meaning of block diagram. For example, if you have a control system or if you have any physical system, and suppose if you are interested to draw its block diagram. So how to draw a block diagram of that system? So let us consider a simple electrical system which is represented in time domain. So यहाँ हमारे पास में एक series RL circuit का section है. So here L indicate the inductance and R indicate the resistance of a circuit. To this we applied I of t as an excitation. So for this particular circuit, I of t is nothing but your excitation, or you can say the input. And we know that path is closed, potential difference is available, or you can say the value of current is flowing through the circuit. So definitely we will have a voltage drop across this particular combination. So here E of t indicate the voltage drop across your series combination of RL circuit. So with respect to this diagram, here I of t is nothing but our input, or you can say excitation, and E of t is nothing but output, or you can say response. Now this is nothing but the structure which is available with us, and our objective is to obtain its block diagram. So how to obtain its block diagram? So suppose the same circuit we can draw in frequency domain. So in frequency domain, as I told you in our previous lecture, that if you want to change the circuit from time domain to frequency domain, we need to apply simple logics over there. Resistor will remain same. तो जो R आपका time domain में वही R आपका frequency domain में रहेगा. But as far as inductor is concerned, in time domain, if it is indicated by L, in frequency it is going to be like SL. And capacitor जो आपका time domain में C है, वो बन जाएगा आपका 1/SC. बरोबर है?
Yes, sir.
In the same way, if you have I of t, which is nothing but the value of current flowing through some circuit, so वो बन जाएगा आपका capital I of S in frequency domain. In the same way, if you have small v of t, which indicate voltage drop across any limit in time domain, so वो frequency domain में बन जाएगा capital V of S. तो same logic अगर आप यहाँ apply करते हो, so we can redraw the same structure of electrical circuit but in frequency domain. So instead of writing L, we are going to write here SL. R will remain as it is. Now I of t will become I of S, and this E of t will become capital E of S. Now this is what the representation of given structure of electrical circuit but in frequency domain. Now how to draw its block diagram? So mathematically, if you apply Ohm's law, we can write here as output, or you can say the voltage drop across this series combination of these two components is nothing but the value of current times the effective impedance of this particular circuit. So here effective impedance is nothing but SL plus R, because these two components are connected in series, and to this series combination we applied some input current which is nothing but I of S. So this effective impedance multiplied by the value of current flowing through the circuit indicate the overall output. So E of S indicate the output, which is nothing but the product of S L plus R times I of S. So this is nothing but what? The mathematical modeling of our given system in frequency domain. Now from this equation we can easily find out what is the relationship between output and input. So here output is nothing but E of S and input is nothing but I of S. So whatever the term available in this bracket, this indicate a parametric function, which is nothing but the transfer function of this particular circuit. So in block diagram, it is something like this. So here this indicate a functional block, or you can say a mathematical block, where we indicate the parametric function of this particular system. So here the parametric function is SL plus R. So SL plus R indicate the transfer function of the system. To this system we applied some input in the form of excitation, which is nothing but I of S, and when we apply this I of S to this circuit or the block, it is going to generate some output which is nothing but E of S. So this figure indicate the block diagram representation of this circuit. Are you getting my point?
Yes sir.
तो कहने का मतलब ऐसा है कि ब्लॉक डायग्राम में अगर आप देखोगे किसी भी पर्टिकुलर सर्क्यूट का, जब भी आप ब्लॉक डायग्राम ड्रॉ करोगे तो उसमें अल्टीमेटली आपके पास में बहुत सारे ब्लॉक्स होंगे डिपेंडिंग अपॉन how many number of components are there in that particular circuit, and then each block is going to define some set of mathematical equations or some constant parameter. For example, in this case, because we clubbed these two elements in series combination, तो मैंने यहाँ डायरेक्टली एस एल प्लस आर लिखा. बट फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर मान लो आपको इंडिविजुअल वे पे इसको लिखना होता, so we can have the flexibility to indicate one block for SL and one block for R, where SL indicate the inductive reactance and capital R indicate, or you can say R indicate the resistance of that particular circuit. So you can have that flexibility to represent or you can say to draw the block diagram for this circuit. But overall, in general, if you want to draw block diagram, it is nothing but a block in which we need to indicate the parametric function of a given control system. So in this way, we can have the flexibility to obtain the block diagram of this circuit. So I want you to draw this circuit. That means representation of this circuit in frequency domain. Draw this circuit and write this mathematical equation which provide the relationship between output and input followed by your parametric function, and then draw the block diagram for this case. So here the block diagram is nothing but I of s followed by this, and we are getting output in the form of E of s. एंड प्लीज थोड़ा फास्ट ड्रॉ कीजिए या फास्ट लिखिए, क्योंकि बहुत सारा टॉपिक है जो हमें पढ़ना है एंड टाइम कम है. एंड प्लीज इन्फॉर्म मी वंस यू हैव डन विद दिस. हो गया साक्षी?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So above figure indicate the block diagram of series RL circuit. So simple है, बहुत सिंपल सा लॉजिक है. आप कोई भी सर्क्यूट का ब्लॉक डायग्राम ऑब्टेन कर सकते. द थिंग इज दैट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल you have to obtain the mathematical modeling of that system in frequency domain by applying Laplace transform. तो यहाँ डायरेक्टली हमने वो पोर्शन स्किप कर दिया by redrawing that circuit from time domain to frequency. Then you apply simple KVL, KCL or Ohm's law to obtain mathematical modeling in frequency, and then apply this logic to obtain its block diagram. Now let us try to understand some basic common terms which are commonly used in block diagram. That means what is the meaning of output, what is the meaning of input, what is the meaning of gain of block, what is the meaning of forward path, what is the meaning of feedback path, that we are going to learn in this section. So first one is output. So what is the meaning of output? So it is nothing but the response generated by the block when it is excited by some input in the form of excitation. तो जो भी आउटपुट आपका ब्लॉक जनरेट कर रहा है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रिस्पॉन्स व्हेन इट इज एक्साइटेड बाय सम इनपुट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ एक्साइटेशन, सो दैट रिस्पॉन्स इज नोन एज आउटपुट. फॉर एग्जांपल इन दिस केस लेट अस कंसीडर दैट हमारा प्रीवियस केस ही हमारे पास अवेलेबल है. सो विद रिस्पेक्ट टू दिस केस, दिस E of S indicate the output of this block. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the same thing is mentioned over here. E of S indicate the output of our system. In the same way, let us try to define input. So what is input? It is nothing but excitation which is applied to that block in order to generate the desired output. कहने का मतलब है कि जो भी एक्साइटेशन आप अप्लाई करोगे किसी पर्टिकुलर ब्लॉक को ताकि वो अपना डिजायर्ड आउटपुट जनरेट कर सके, तो जो भी एक्साइटेशन आप अप्लाई करोगे दैट एक्साइटेशन इज नोन एज इनपुट. सो विद रिस्पेक्ट टू आवर बेस केस, let us consider that this is nothing but our base case. This I of S indicate the input which is applied as an excitation to this block. समझ में आ रहा है मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So जो चीजें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है वही चीजें मैं आपको लिखवाऊंगा, जो चीज इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है वो मैं आपको नहीं बोलूंगा कि आपने लिखना है. नो डाउट, क्योंकि जैसे ही ये प्रेजेंटेशन हो जाएगा या फिर बाय द एंड ऑफ दिस लेक्चर आई एम डेफिनेटली गोइंग टू शेयर द रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो लेक्चर्स विद यू. सो अगर आपको लगता है कि कोई पोर्शन स्किप हो गया या फिर ये मुझे मेरे नोट्स में नोट डाउन करना था, तो आप बाद में दोबारा से वीडियो लेक्चर देख लेना और नोट डाउन कर लेना. ठीक है? Now the next term is gain of block. What do you mean by gain? So gain is nothing but a mathematical function, or you can say a parameter which is available inside that particular block. Or sometimes gain is nothing but that mathematical function which going to describe the entire behavior of that particular block. For example, with respect to our base case here, if you see inside a block. This is nothing but your block, which is also known as a functional block, or you can say a mathematical block. So inside this block, I have written SL plus R. So SL plus R indicate the gain of this particular block. So SL plus R is a you can say a parametric function which basically going to define the behavior of this particular system, or you can say with the help of this gain we are in a position to define what will be the exact relationship between input and output. सो द गेन ऑफ ब्लॉक इज एस एल प्लस आर. कहने का मतलब है कि जो ब्लॉक के अंदर में आपको दिखेगा, इट मे बी a mathematical function, it may be some constant parameter, or it may be anything. Whatever you have written inside that block, the entire term is nothing but the gain of that particular block. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in this case, the gain of block is nothing but SL plus R. So if you are interested to find what is the relationship between output, gain and input, so this is a fundamental mathematical equation which provides the relationship between output, gain and input, and it is applicable to all type of blocks irrespective of their what we can say type or nature, or irrespective of their connections, whether they are connected in forward path or they are connected in feedback path. This is applicable to all type of block diagram technique. That means the output of each block is always going to be equal to the gain of that block multiplied by whatever the input you have applied in the form of excitation. हमेशा आपने ये रिलेशन याद रखना है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर आपको मैंने बोला कि आउटपुट, इनपुट और गेन के बीच में क्या रिलेशन है उस पर्टिकुलर ब्लॉक का, तो आप बोल सकते हो कि आउटपुट एक पर्टिकुलर ब्लॉक का हमेशा उस पर्टिकुलर ब्लॉक के गेन और इनपुट के मल्टीप्लीकेशन के जितना रहेगा. So output of block is always going to be equal to the product of gain of that block multiplied by whatever the input, or you can say net input applied to that block in the form of excitation. So if you apply this mathematical equation, we can write here as E of S, which is nothing but the output of this block, is going to be equal to gain, which is nothing but SL plus R, multiplied by input of this block, which is nothing but I of S. And the same equations we have obtained when you apply Ohm's law to this circuit in frequency domain. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So कहने का मतलब है कि output of any block is nothing but the product of input multiplied by the net gain of that particular block. That's it. So I want you to write this definition. Definition of gain of block. It is a mathematical function or parameter which presents inside the block. And let us consider our base case where we have obtained the block diagram of our structure of series RL circuit. And in this case, gain is SL plus R, and the relationship between output, input and gain is output is input multiplied by gain. लिख लिया आप लोगों ने? प्लीज रिप्लाई कीजिए.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us try to define some more terms which are commonly used in block diagram, and the term is summing point. So what do you mean by summing point? It is nothing but a point in block diagram where two or more than two signals are added, or you can say subtracted. तो एक ऐसा पॉइंट है आपके ब्लॉक डायग्राम में, या जब भी आप किसी कंट्रोल सिस्टम का ब्लॉक डायग्राम ड्रॉ करोगे तो उसमें आपको बहुत बार समिंग पॉइंट देखने को मिलेगा, या फिर टेक ऑफ पॉइंट भी देखने को मिलेगा. सो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ समिंग पॉइंट? So summing point is nothing but a point in a block diagram where two or more than two signals are added, or you can say subtracted. So let us try to understand this definition. So if you see this diagram very carefully, this circle with cross mark indicate a summing point. So with respect to the definition of summing point, it is nothing but a point in block diagram where two or more than two signals are added, or you can say subtracted. So with respect to this diagram, this circle with cross mark indicates summing point. तो ये आपका summing point है, and on this summing point we indicate some input and output. So here we have indicated three input. First one is R1 of S, second one is R2 of S, and third one is R3 of S. So R1 of S, R2 of S, R3 of S indicate the magnitude of input signal, and this plus sign and minus sign indicate its nature. And here we are trying to calculate output, which is indicated by C of S, which is nothing but R1 of S plus R2 of S minus R3 of S. So why we have mentioned minus? Because if you see the nature of third reference input signal, it is indicated by negative sign. So the same sign is mentioned over here. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I want you to write this definition of summing point and draw this diagram. And you have to remember one thing, that if it is not mentioned the nature of input signal, by default you have to take nature as positive. बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि न्यूमेरिकल में ना कुछ इनपुट सिग्नल्स का नेचर along with their magnitude define होता है. So magnitude means R1 of S, R2 of S, R3 of S, and nature indicate plus, minus, plus. So in majority of the case, by default, the nature of input signals are defined in the problem itself. But if in case if it is not defined, by default you have to take the nature as positive. So अगर डिफाइंड है तो वो लेना है, अगर नहीं डिफाइंड है, सिर्फ एरो है विद मैग्नीट्यूड और बताया नहीं है कि प्लस है या माइनस है, तो बाय डिफॉल्ट यू हैव टू टेक द नेचर ऑफ इनपुट सिग्नल एज पॉजिटिव. समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so draw this circuit. This indicate the concept of summing point, and please inform me once you have done with this. हो गया?
Yes, sir.
ओके गुड. सो दिस इज व्हाट द कंसेप्ट ऑफ समिंग पॉइंट, जहां पर आपके सिग्नल्स को आप ऐड करोगे या फिर सब्ट्रैक्ट करोगे डिपेंडिंग अपॉन देयर मैग्नीट्यूड एज वेल एज देयर नेचर. Now, next definition is takeoff point. So, what is the meaning of takeoff point? So, takeoff point is a point on block diagram where signals are taken for feedback purpose. It may possible that we need to take that signal for positive feedback, or it may possible that we need to take those signals for negative feedback. But अगर आप किसी block diagram के अंदर किसी signal का feedback purpose के लिए use करना चाहते हो, तो वो tapping जो है एक point से होगा. That point is known as your takeoff point. So it is a point on block diagram where signals are usually take for feedback purpose. It may be a positive one or it may be a negative one. So with respect to our base case, suppose this is our original block diagram representation. This indicate the gain, this indicate the input excitation, and this indicate the output in the form of response. So this dot circle indicate a takeoff point, and from this point of reference we have taken a feedback signal which is nothing but B of S. So this point is known as takeoff point. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is takeoff point? It is nothing but a point on block diagram where the signals are usually take for feedback purpose. It may be positive, it may be a negative, but if you are interested to take signal for feedback purpose to describe the behavior of that system, so that point of reference is known as takeoff point. So in this case, with respect to this diagram, this B of S is the feedback signal. अगर आप ये diagram ध्यान से देखोगे, तो because we have taken the value of feedback signal from same point of contact, which is nothing but E of S. So mathematically we can write this B of S is exactly going to be equal to E of S. बरोबर है?
Yes, sir.
बिकॉज मैंने टैपिंग जो है वो यहाँ से लिया ना. अब टैपिंग यहाँ से अगर लिया है तो यहाँ पर कहीं भी आप देखो सिग्नल का सेम वैल्यू अवेलेबल रहेगा. सो हियर वॉट एवर द आउटपुट विच इज नथिंग बट ई ऑफ एस. सो ई ऑफ एस इज नथिंग बट इनपुट मल्टीप्लाइड बाई गेन. So mathematically we can write this E of S is nothing but I of S multiplied by SL plus R. So same value we have taken for feedback purpose. That's it. So I want you to write this definition of takeoff point and draw this diagram. It is a point on block diagram where signals are usually take for feedback purpose. It may be a positive one or it may be a negative one. And normally feedback signals are indicated by symbol B of S. In general, they are indicated by symbol B of S. बट जरूरी नहीं है कि आपने हमेशा उसी से इंडिकेट करना है. बट अगर आप स्टैंडर्ड रिप्रेजेंटेशन देखोगे किसी भी क्लोज लूप कंट्रोल सिस्टम का, क्योंकि ओपन लूप में तो फीडबैक का सवाल ही नहीं आता है, बट क्लोज लूप कंट्रोल सिस्टम का अगर आप रिप्रेजेंटेशन देखोगे, सो वहाँ जो फीडबैक सिग्नल्स है नॉर्मली दे आर इंडिकेटेड बाय सिंबल बी ऑफ एस। हो गया, डायग्राम हो गया क्या? रिमेंबर वन थिंग, यू हैव टू ड्रॉ सिंपली स्कीमेटिक व्यू। इसमें कोई शेडिंग वगैरह करना नहीं है, सिंपली आप डायग्राम ब्लॉक ड्रॉ करो, उसके अंदर वैल्यू लिखो गेन का, एस एल प्लस आर, इनपुट आई ऑफ एस, आउटपुट ई ऑफ एस, टैपिंग देके बताओ कि व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ टेक ऑफ पॉइंट, दैट्स इट। ठीक है, shall we move ahead?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, good. Now next term is the concept of forward path. Now what is the meaning of forward path? It is nothing but the path where signals always flows from input to output direction. So forward path is nothing but the path where signals हमेशा आपकी input और you can say excitation से output और you can say response तक flow होंगे. So that path is known as forward path. For example, if you consider this block diagram of a system, so here R of S indicate your reference input, C of S indicate your control output, and G1 of S, G2 of S, and G3 of S indicate the gain of each block. So G1 of S indicate gain of first block, G2 of S indicate gain of second block, G3 of S indicate your gain of third block. Remember one thing, this one is in you can say suffix. Okay, so ये आपको bottom में लिखना है, but ये I think font change हुआ इसलिए bottom में नहीं आया. So you have to write this as G, then bracket 1 of S. So में आ रहा है ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the meaning of forward path? So when a signal flows from input to output, so that path is known as forward path. So with respect to our definition, here this direction indicate forward path, because if you go along with this direction, you are basically moving from input to output. So this path is called as forward path, and whatever the gain encountered in this path is known as forward path gain. समझ में आ रहा है मैं क्या बोल रहा हूं? Are you getting
Yes.
the point?
Yes, sir.
So what is forward path? It is nothing but a flow of signal from input to output. So that path is called as forward path, and whatever the gain, it may be 1, 2, 3, or it may be anything. It depends on कि किस टाइप का सिस्टम का ब्लॉक डायग्राम आपके पास में अवेलेबल है. So whatever the gain available in forward path, that gain is called as forward path gain. So I want you to write the definition of forward path, draw this diagram and indicate forward path direction. So write down definition of forward path. It is a path where signals always flows from input to output direction. And for that, you have to draw this block diagram indicating G1 of S, G2 of S, G3 of S, R of S as input, C of S as output, and this indicates the forward path. And whatever the gain available in forward path is known as forward path gain or entire forward path gain. हो गया?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next definition is feedback path. Now what is the meaning of feedback path? So it is nothing but a path where signals always flows from output to input. उल्टा, अगर आपके सिग्नल आउटपुट से इनपुट की डायरेक्शन में फ्लो हो रहे हैं, then those paths are called as feedback path. Now to understand this definition, let us consider that we have the representation of general closed loop control system. If you refer lecture number 1 or lecture number 2, where we have discussed in detail about the concept of open loop control system and closed loop control system, at that time I told you that this indicate the block diagram of general closed loop control system. So here R of S is the reference input excitation, C of S is nothing but controlled output response, this E of S is known as error signal, B of S is known as feedback signal, and here this point is called as summing point, this point is called as takeoff point, this G of S indicate gain. Now because we know the knowledge of forward path and feedback path, now we can say this G of S indicate forward path gain. Now why it is called as forward path gain? because through this block the signals are always moved or flows from input to output. That's why G of S is called as forward path gain. Now what is feedback path gain? From the definition of feedback path, it is nothing but the flow of signal from output to input. So this path indicates feedback path, because in this path the flow of signal is from response to the excitation. That's why this signal is called as feedback signal. And now because this gain is available in feedback path, that's why H of S in general known as feedback path gain. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. सो अब आपको समझ में आ रहा होगा कि एक्चुअल में ब्लॉक डायग्राम का क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है और किस तरीके से उसे यूज किया जाता है टू रिप्रेजेंट द पिक्टोरियल व्यू ऑफ कंट्रोल सिस्टम. सो आई वांट यू टू ड्रॉ दिस डायग्राम एंड इंडिकेट this as summing point, this as takeoff point, this G of S indicate forward path gain, this H of S indicate feedback path gain, this indicate forward path, this indicate your feedback path, this indicate input, and this indicate your output, where E of S indicate error signal, B of S indicate your feedback signal. Now remember one thing, as I told you that the nature of feedback signal may be anything, it may be a positive one or it may be a negative one. That's why I have mentioned here both plus minus. And if you see the nature of input, here it is not mentioned whether it is positive or negative. So I told you that if it is not mentioned, by default we have to take this as positive. तो वो सारे कंसेप्ट जो अभी तक हमने पढ़े हैं आप ये सिंगल डायग्राम में इंडिकेट कर सकते हैं. समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. So I want you to draw this diagram and indicate all possible terms up till now which we have learned under the domain of block diagram. So this is summing point, this is takeoff point, forward path gain, feedback path gain, and all. और जरूरी नहीं है कि आपने यहाँ पर बोल्ड लाइन ही ड्रॉ करना है, आप सिंगल स्ट्रेट लाइन भी ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं. मैंने ड्रॉ किया है, मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि आपने भी ड्रॉ करना है, आप सिंगल स्ट्रेट बोल्ड लाइन भी आप ड्रॉ कर सकते हो, कोई इशू नहीं है. But if you see, there is a technical difference between these line and this line. This indicate that there are multiple input, and this indicate that there is only one single input which is available in the feedback path. And this bold line indicate that there are multiple of input signal which are flowing from input to output. So that we are going to learn in unit number 6, or you can say 5. But for time being, आप बस ड्रॉ कीजिए. हो गया डायग्राम ड्रॉ करके?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the same thing is mentioned over here. G of S indicate your forward path gain and H of S indicate the feedback path gain. So from this lecture onwards, you should have a clear-cut idea what is input, what is output, what is error signal, what is feedback signal, what is the meaning of forward path, what is the meaning of feedback path, how to define gain, what is the meaning of summing point, what is the meaning of takeoff point. Each and every point you have to remember, क्योंकि ये बेसिक है. जब तक ये आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा या फिर जब तक आप इसमें क्लैरिटी अचीव नहीं करोगे, तब तक आप किसी भी सिस्टम का ब्लॉक डायग्राम ड्रॉ नहीं कर सकते और फिर उसके बाद में ब्लॉक डायग्राम रिडक्शन टेक्निक के थ्रू उसको रिड्यूस्ड फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट नहीं कर सकते. तो ये बेसिक टर्म्स है जो आपको थ्रू आउट योर सेमेस्टर या फिर आप जब तक इस कोर्स से डील करते हो आपको याद रखनी पड़ेगी. नाउ लेट अस कंसीडर or let us try to obtain the transfer function of a simple closed loop system. So here our objective is to obtain the transfer function of a simple closed loop system. So let us consider the same case. मान लो हमारे पास में same case या same system available है, and your objective is to obtain the transfer function of this system. So from the definition of transfer function, we know that it is nothing but the ratio of output by input. Now with respect to this circuit diagram or with respect to this block diagram, output is nothing but C of S and input is nothing but R of S. So ultimately our objective is to obtain the relationship between C of S and R of S, or you can say the ratio of C of S by R of S. So how to obtain the transfer function for this control system? So before that you have to study this system very carefully. Now see here, this reference R of S indicate the reference input signal and the nature of signal is positive. B of S indicate your feedback signal and the nature is negative. That means our base case, we have considered that the nature of feedback signal is negative, or we can say that we have considered a closed loop control system with negative feedback signal. तो यहाँ हमने जो B of S का नेचर लिया है वो नेगेटिव लिया. नेक्स्ट टाइम जब आप इसका डेरिवेशन ऑब्टेन करोगे, आप पॉजिटिव लेके देखना और देखना कि क्या चेंजेस आएंगे फाइनल इक्वेशंस में. बट फॉर टाइम बिंग वी हैव कंसीडर्ड दैट the nature of feedback signal is negative. This G of S indicate forward path gain, H of S indicate feedback path gain, this E of S indicate your error signal, C of S indicate output, and R of S indicate input. So mathematically we can write this C of S, which is nothing but the output of this block. Now from the definition of output, we can define output is nothing but input multiplied by gain. बरोबर है? Are you
Yes,
getting my
sir.
point? हाँ. So with respect to this block, now see, with respect to this block, ये block को input क्या आ रहा है? Error signal. और output क्या आ रहा है? क्या जा रहा है या क्या produce हो रहा है? C of S. So if you want to write a mathematical relationship between input, output and gain, so we can write output is nothing but gain multiplied by input. So the same thing is written over here. So C of S is nothing but E of S, which is nothing but input, multiplied by G of S, which is nothing but gain. This is equation number 1. समझ में आ रहा है आपको?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. And I want you to write parallelly. I want you to derive this expression parallelly along with me. So write down, draw this diagram. Same diagram है जो आपने इसके पहले draw किया है, दोबारा से आपने diagram draw करना है. Then write down, mathematically we can write C of S is nothing but E of S multiplied by G of S, and let this equation number 1. Our objective is to obtain transfer function of this system. So finally we need to obtain the ratio of output by input in frequency domain. C of S by R of S निकालना है, तो वो ऑब्जेक्टिव ध्यान रखो. ड्रॉ कर लिया आपने?
Yes, sir.
And remember one thing, that we have taken the nature of feedback signal as negative. So you have to remember this. Okay. So mathematically we can write C of S is nothing but E of S into G of S. Let that equation number 1. Now at summing point, at this point, if you want to write a mathematical relationship between error signal, input signal and feedback signal, so by the knowledge of summing point we can write error signal as input signal minus feedback signal. लिख सकते हैं ऐसा? Are you getting my point? This error signal is nothing but reference input excitation minus B of S. So why we have taken minus? Because if you see the nature of feedback signal, it is minus. So we can write E of S is nothing but R of S minus B of S. Let this equation number 2. लिख लिया?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see your feedback path. So this indicate your feedback path. Now with respect to this feedback path, this is your feedback gain, which is nothing but H of S. To this particular block, input is nothing but your C of S. So with respect to this feedback path, the input is C of S and the output of this block is nothing but your B of S. Now suppose if you are interested to define the relationship between output, input and gain, so we can write here as B of S is nothing but input multiplied by gain. बरोबर है? लिख सकते हैं कि नहीं लिख सकते?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. So if you apply the same logic, that means the relationship between output, input and gain with respect to feedback signal, we can write output B of S is nothing but input, which is nothing but C of S multiplied by gain, which is nothing but H of S. So let this equation number 3, B of S is nothing but C of S multiplied by H of S. Let this will be your equation number 3. Now what we are going to do, we are going to combine equation number 2 and equation number 3. So in equation number 2 we have B of S. Now we are going to replace this B of S by C of S into H of S. So if you combine equation 2 and 3, we can write this equation, which is nothing but error signal E of S is equal to R of S minus B of S, but from equation number 3, B of S is nothing but C of S multiplied by H of S. So the same thing is mentioned over here. Let this equation number 4. लिख लिया आपने?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see here. This indicate your equation number 1 and this indicate your equation number 4. अब equation number 1 में हमारे पास C of S है in terms of E of S into G of S, और equation number 4 में हमारे पास में क्या है, E of S in terms of R of S and rest of the thing. Our objective is we want a relationship between output and input. तो यहाँ पर देखो आपके पास इक्वेशन नंबर 1 में आउटपुट है, बट यहाँ कहीं भी आपके पास इनपुट नहीं है, और इक्वेशन नंबर 4 के अंदर में आपके पास आउटपुट है बट यहाँ कहीं इनपुट नहीं है. So what we are going to do, we are going to club equation number 1 and equation number 4 by replacing this error signal by this particular value. So equation number 1 में जहाँ error signal है E of S, that we are going to replace by equation number 4. So if you combine equation number 1 and equation number 4, तो हमारे पास कुछ इस तरीके से इक्वेशन आएगा. So C of S is nothing but E of S multiplied by gain, but E of S हमारा रहेगा R of S minus B of S, but B of S क्या है आपका, C of S into G of S. समझ में आया? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, अब आपको कुछ भी नहीं करना है. Now your objective is to obtain transfer function, which is nothing but the ratio of output by input. Now see here, in this equation we are having with us output, we are having with us input. Now our objective is to find the ratio of output by input. So if you solve this equation, so equation को solve करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा, you need to multiply it by G of S. So if you multiply this G of S inside the bracket, you will get R of S into G of S minus C of S into G of S into H of S. And if you find the output by input ratio, so for that what we need to do, we need to club or make the shifting of common term on same side. So here we are having C of S, again here we are having C of S. So if you shift this particular term from LHS to RHS, तो ये बन जाएगा आपका positive. Then if you take C of S common, it will be like this. And finally if you take the ratio of output by input, output is C of S, input is R of S. So if you take C of S by R of S, तो क्या करना पड़ेगा, ये जो टर्म आपके पास में, ये पूरा का पूरा टर्म आपका डिनोमिनेटर में चले जाएगा. So finally you will get this equation. C of S by R of S is nothing but G of S whole divided by, in bracket, 1 plus G of S into H of S. समझ में आ रहा है क्या? The thing is that you have to make a rearrangement. अब properly step by step apply करो. Common term अगर है तो उसे club करो, एक side में shift करो, common निकालो, and ultimately you need to arrange the entire term in the ratio of output by input, which is nothing but C of S by R of S. So that ratio is nothing but the transfer function of our simple closed loop control system with negative feedback signal. लिख लिया आप लोगों ने?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. So finally the transfer function of this system is G of S whole divided by, in denominator we are having a polynomial function which is nothing but 1 plus G of S into H of S, where this G of S indicate forward path gain, this H of S indicate the feedback path gain. And remember one thing, in denominator we have this positive sign. ये positive sign क्यों आया? क्योंकि आपका जो nature है feedback signal का वो क्या है? Negative है. So here we have taken the nature of feedback signal as negative. That is the reason we got positive sign in the denominator in the final expression. Now suppose if you want to represent this particular system in block diagram, so block diagram में अगर आपको इसको represent करना है, so we can represent this via this particular picture. So here we have indicated only single block, and inside this particular block we have represent the parametric function of that particular system, which is nothing but the transfer function G of S whole divided by, in bracket, 1 plus G of S into H of S. You need to close this bracket. मैंने I think भूल गया लिखना, but आप इसको close कर देना. And to this we have applied input which is nothing but R of S and the output is C of S. So कहने का मतलब है कि ये सिस्टम ड्रॉ करना क्या, या इसके अगेंस्ट में ये सिस्टम ड्रॉ करना क्या, बोथ आर नथिंग बट सेम. पहले केस में we indicate the same system via 2 or 3 block or 2 or 3 main component which has 2 block. First one indicate G of S, second one indicate H of S, then we have summing point, we have takeoff point, एरर सिग्नल, फीडबैक सिग्नल एंड रेस्ट ऑफ द थिंग, या फिर आपने ये सिग्नल ड्रॉ या ये पर्टिकुलर सिस्टम ड्रॉ करना, क्या बोथ आर नथिंग बट द सेम. हियर वी हैव रिप्रेजेंट the same system via single block and the technique is called as block diagram reduction technique. So कहने का मतलब है कि BDRT जो है, ब्लॉक डायग्राम रिडक्शन टेक्निक, वो नॉर्मली इंप्लीमेंट किया जाता है किसी भी सिस्टम का अगर आपके पास में ब्लॉक डायग्राम अवेलेबल है तो उसको किस तरीके से सिंगल ब्लॉक में कन्वर्ट करना या सिंगल ब्लॉक में रिप्रेजेंट करना. तो ये सिस्टम ड्रॉ करो या फिर पहला वाला ड्रॉ करो, बोथ आर नथिंग बट सेम. समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the same thing is mentioned over here. Above figure indicate the reduced block diagram representation of a given system. Now suppose if you take positive feedback, जैसा हम लोगों ने बेस केस में नेगेटिव फीडबैक लिया था, और here we have taken this as negative. अगर मान लो या नेगेटिव की जगह पॉजिटिव रखते, बाकी पूरी की पूरी स्टेप यू हैव अप्लाइड इन द सेम मैनर, तो क्या चेंजेस आते? तो इफ यू ट्राई by taking this, you will get final answer as g of s whole divided by 1 minus g of s into h of s. You have to remember this. कहने का मतलब है कि when the signal is negative feedback, in that case you will get this answer, and when we are having a positive feedback signal, you will get this answer. उल्टा हो जाता है, they are contradict of each other. In negative feedback signal, you will get positive in the denominator polynomial function, and in positive feedback signal you will get negative in the denominator polynomial function. Rest of the thing is as it is. So I want you to take this as homework. आप ट्राई करो, सेम टोपोलॉजी आप अप्लाई करो, सेम मेथड्स आपने अप्लाई करना है, 3 इक्वेशंस लिखनी है, तीनों को क्लब करना है एंड फाइनली आउटपुट बाय इनपुट का रेशियो फाइंड आउट करना है और देखना है कि आपको फाइनली एक्सप्रेशन मिलता है कि आई गारंटी कि आपको एक्सप्रेशन मिलेगा. जहां पॉजिटिव फीडबैक सिग्नल है वहां नेगेटिव आएगा, जहां नेगेटिव फीडबैक सिग्नल है वहां हमारा पॉजिटिव आया है. समझ में आ रहा है क्या?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. So finally we conclude that if you have the representation of your control system in this form, so this indicate the general representation of any closed loop control system where this g of s indicate forward path gain. Sometimes it is also called as a combination of plant and controller. E of s is your error signal, R of s is your reference input excitation, C of s is the controlled output response, H of s is nothing but feedback path gain, and here I have taken both the possibility minus plus. That means we have considered that the nature of feedback signal may be positive or it may be a negative. So in general we can represent this in block diagram reduction technique via this single block. So अभी हमने derive करके देखा है कि ट्रांसफर फंक्शन जो रहेगा आपका वो इसी तरीके से आता है, g of s upon 1 plus minus g of s into h of s. So why we have written plus? Because we consider the nature of first input signal as minus. For negative feedback signal we will get positive sign, and for positive feedback signal you will get negative sign. So this is what the general expression to calculate or to represent the transfer function of any closed loop control system with positive feedback signal as well as negative feedback signal. तो जब भी आपके पास में कोई भी कंट्रोल सिस्टम अवेलेबल है इन क्लोज लूप फॉर्म, and if you represent this that particular system in this particular fashion, and suppose if you are interested to represent in BDRT, or if you are interested to write down its transfer function, so it is simply g of s whole divided by 1 plus minus g of s into h of s, where we need to take plus for negative feedback system and minus for positive feedback system. समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
So I want you to please redraw this diagram and then draw this and indicate the general expression of transfer function for any closed loop control system for positive as well as negative feedback signal. So please draw कीजिए, and from this lecture onward you have to remember this formula, which is nothing but the transfer function of a closed loop control system in general form, g of s upon 1 plus minus g of s into h of s, plus for negative and minus for positive feedback signal. And remember one thing, this is the base for unit number 2. तो यहाँ अगर आपको कोई डाउट है तो आप पूछ सकते हो, या फिर आप लेक्चर होने के बाद में रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो लेक्चर्स को देखो, फिर भी अगर कोई डाउट है तो तभी के तभी उसको क्लैरिफाई करो, क्योंकि यहाँ अगर कोई डाउट रहेगा तो फिर आप किसी भी सिस्टम का ब्लॉक डायग्राम ऑब्टेन नहीं कर पाएंगे और फिर उसके बाद आगे में हम लोग ये भी पढ़ेंगे कि किस तरीके से कौन कौन से रूल्स है. वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न सम 8 to 10 set of rules which commonly used to obtain the reduced version of given block diagram. किसी सिस्टम का बहुत ही कॉम्प्लिकेटेड ब्लॉक डायग्राम आपको दिया रहेगा और आपको पूछा जाएगा कि वो सिस्टम का ब्लॉक डायग्राम रिडक्शन टेक्निक के थ्रू एक सिंगल ब्लॉक में कैसे आप रिप्रेजेंट करोगे. तो जब भी आप एक सिंगल ब्लॉक ऑब्टेन करोगे तो सिंगल ब्लॉक के अंदर में जो भी गेन रहेगा, दिस गेन इटसेल्फ इंडिकेट द ट्रांसफर फंक्शन ऑफ दैट सिस्टम. समझ में आ रहा है क्या मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ?
Yes, sir.
आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? तो कहने का मतलब वही है कि ब्लॉक डायग्राम रिडक्शन टेक्निक इज अ मेथोडोलॉजी थ्रू विच वी आर नॉट ओनली गोइंग टू रिड्यूस the complicated block diagram of a given control system via single block, but ultimately whatever the expressions which we are having with us by the end of that process, so whatever the gain available in that single block, the gain itself indicates the overall transfer function of that control system. So with the help of BDRT we are ultimately trying to obtain the transfer function of that system. That is very important. तो अगर मैंने आपको बोला कि ये सिस्टम का ट्रांसफर फंक्शन क्या है, तो आप बोल सकते हो कि ये जो गेन दिख रहा है आपको सिंगल ब्लॉक में, this indicate the transfer function of this system, which is nothing but C of S upon 1 plus minus C of S into H of S. ठीक है? हो गया आपका ये लिख के?
Yes, sir.
ओके. आपका नेक्स्ट लेक्चर कितने बजे शुरू होगा?
1:30, sir.
1:30 ना. सो मैं हाफ एन आवर और कंटिन्यू करता हूँ, ठीक है ना? Shall we continue for more half an hour or we will stop here?
Sir, as you wish.
ठीक है. मुझे क्योंकि कैसा है, बहुत सारा टॉपिक है, बहुत सारे रूल्स पढ़ने हैं. अभी तो हमने सिर्फ बेसिक टर्मिनोलॉजी ही पढ़ा है ब्लॉक डायग्राम का. तो लेट अस कंटिन्यू फॉर हाफ एन आवर एंड देन वी विल स्टॉप. ओके?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So the same thing is mentioned over here. You have to remember this. For negative feedback signal, we need to take positive sign in the final expression, and for positive feedback, we need to take negative sign in the final expression. Okay. Now, rules for block diagram reduction technique. What are the rules for block diagram reduction technique that we are going to learn? Just ignore this. Yeah, I think animation देते समय छूट गया है, but later on when we will move ahead, you will came to know why we have written over here. So the next topic which we are going to cover in this lecture is nothing but rules for block diagram reduction technique. So in this topic, what we are going to learn, we are going to learn some different 8 to 10 set of rules which plays an important role to obtain or to reduce the complicated version of given control system if it is represented in block diagram via single block. मान लो अगर आपके पास में कंट्रोल सिस्टम है और उसका आपको ना एक सिंगल ब्लॉक में रिप्रेजेंटेशन करना है, या फिर उसका अगर आपको ट्रांसफर फंक्शन ऑब्टेन करना है, सो डायरेक्टली तो आप ऑब्टेन नहीं कर सकते. देयर आर सम रूल्स, बिकॉज बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि कुछ ब्लॉक आपके सीरीज में होते हैं, कुछ ब्लॉक आपके पैरेलल में होते हैं, वहां पे समिंग पॉइंट भी है, वी हैव टेक ऑफ पॉइंट, एंड इन सम केसेस वी नीड टू शिफ्ट समिंग पॉइंट बिफोर ब्लॉक, in some cases we need to shift summing point after a block, or in some cases we need to shift the position of summing point as well as takeoff point, so that we can apply some common logic to reduce in some smaller version. So kuch set of rules hai that plays an important role in order to obtain the reduced version of given control system. So those rules we are going to learn one by one. The first rule is, when the blocks are connected in series connection, how to obtain their reduced version. उसका reduced version अगर आपको निकालना है तो आप कैसे निकाल पाएंगे, that we have to learn. So first of all, you should know when to say that whether the blocks are connected in series. मतलब कब आपने बोलना है कि आपके ब्लॉक सीरीज में कनेक्टेड है. So there is a specific definition for that, and the definition is when the blocks are connected back to back without any summing point, or you can say takeoff point in between them, then we can say that those blocks are connected in series combination. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, अब जैसा आपने ये डायग्राम देखा होगा तो यहाँ मैंने 3 ब्लॉक्स इंडिकेट किया है, वेयर फर्स्ट ब्लॉक में G1 of S, so you have to write this one in this form. तो जैसा मैंने आपको बोला था, you need to write in suffix. So G1 of S indicate the gain of first block, G2 of S indicate the gain of second block, and G3 of S indicate the gain of third block. Now why these 3 blocks are connected in series combination? Because they are connected back to back and they do not have summing point, or you can say takeoff point in between them. तो जब भी आपको ब्लॉक डायग्राम में इस तरीके से ब्लॉक का कॉन्फ़िगरेशन दिखेगा, आप बोल सकते हो कि वो सारे के सारे ब्लॉक आपके सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन में कनेक्टेड है. और this R of S indicate your input excitation and C of S indicate your output excitation. Now suppose, yeah, the same definition is mentioned over here. The blocks are said to be in series connection when they are connected back to back and they do not have any summing point or takeoff point in between them. Now suppose if you're interested to represent this particular system in single block, मान लो मुझे 3 ब्लॉक में इसको इंडिकेट नहीं करना है, एक सिंगल ब्लॉक में इंडिकेट करना है, तो सिंगल ब्लॉक में हम कैसे इसको इंडिकेट कर पाएंगे? तो उसके लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट द आउटपुट एट ईच एंड एवरी इंटरमीडिएट स्टेज, and finally we need to find out what is the relationship between output and input, and whatever the relationship between output and input, that we need to place in a single block, which is nothing but the transfer function of this system. So if you want to reduce or if you want to replace this block via single block, so first of all let us try to calculate what will be the output of this combination. So for that let us consider that here G1 of S indicate first block gain. To this we applied input R of S, and if you try to calculate output at this stage, it is nothing but input multiplied by gain. So input is R of S multiplied by gain, which is nothing but G1 of S. Now with respect to second block, input is this entire term. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Exactly. Now suppose if you are interested to calculate what will be the output of your second block, तो same principle आपको यहाँ apply करना है. Output is nothing but input multiplied by gain of that particular block. So gain of block 2 is G2 of S, and input available before block 2 is nothing but G1 of S multiplied by R of S. So the output of block 2 is nothing but input multiplied by gain. So here input is G1 of S into R of S multiplied by gain, which is nothing but G2 of S. So this term indicates the output of your second block. Now suppose if you are interested to calculate output of third block, which is coincidentally our final output, so this C of S is nothing but again same topology, input multiplied by gain. So input is this entire term multiplied by gain, which is nothing but G3 of S. So we can write C of S is nothing but G3 of S into G2 of S into G1 of S multiplied by R of S. So this is your final output. Now suppose if you are interested to find out the relationship between output and input. So here if you see output is C of S, input is R of S. So if you take C of S by R of S, so you need to take this R of S on LHS. So यहाँ जो भी term दिखेगा, which is nothing but a product of G1 of S, G2 of S and G3 of S. So this indicate what? The overall transfer function of your system. समझ में आ रहा है क्या?
Yes, sir.
तो कहने का मतलब है कि अगर मान लो मुझे ये पर्टिकुलर सिस्टम को एक सिंगल ब्लॉक से इंडिकेट करना है तो मैं कर सकता हूं, लेकिन वो ब्लॉक के अंदर में मुझे क्या फंक्शन लिखना पड़ेगा? इट इज नथिंग बट द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ इंडिविजुअल गेन ऑफ ईच ब्लॉक. दैट मीन्स वी कैन represent the given system via single block in this particular fashion. समझ में आ रहा है? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So finally our conclusion is that when the blocks are connected in series combination, the resultant gain is the product of individual gain of each block. इसका मतलब कि अगर मान लो आपके पास में एक ब्लॉक डायग्राम है किसी कंट्रोल सिस्टम का और उसको आपको एक सिंगल ब्लॉक से रिप्रेजेंट करना है जहां पे आपके सारे के सारे ब्लॉक्स आपने आइडेंटिफाई किया कि दे आर कनेक्टेड इन सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन, देन इन रिजल्टेंट we can represent them in a single block. The thing is that the resultant gain is nothing but the product of individual gain of each block. That thumb rule you have to remember. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है ना? So I want you to Draw this. Write down rule number 1 for BDRT. And first rule is when the blocks are connected in series connection, draw this diagram. We are having three blocks, G1 of S, G2 of S, and G3 of S. Input is R of S, output is C of S. And write down this definition or condition when to identify the blocks are in series, or you can say in this fashion. The blocks are said to be in series when they are connected back to back and they do not have any summing point or takeoff point in between them. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर मान लो ये G1 ऑफ एस और G2 ऑफ एस के बीच में एक समिंग पॉइंट में प्लेस करता, तो वो केस में आपका G1 ऑफ एस G2 ऑफ एस सीरीज में नहीं होते, या फिर G2 ऑफ एस और G3 ऑफ एस के बीच में एक टेक ऑफ पॉइंट अगर होता, तो वो केस में आपका G2 of S and G3 of S, they are not in series combination. So when they are in series, when they are connected back to back and they do not have any summing point or takeoff point in between them. समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
So draw this, write down this concept of blocks in series, and then write down this calculation of output at intermediate stage. So for first, output of first block is G1 of S into R of S. सेम रूल यहाँ हम अप्लाई करें जो अभी अब तक हमने पढ़ा है कि आउटपुट ऑफ एनी ब्लॉक इज नथिंग बट इनपुट मल्टीप्लाइड बाय गेन. सो सेम लॉजिक यहाँ अप्लाई किया और सेम लॉजिक आगे भी हम अप्लाई करते रहेंगे. दैट इज द रीजन जो चीजें हमें किसी भी ब्लॉक डायग्राम को स्टडी करने के लिए रिक्वायर्ड थी वो हमने पहले ही पढ़ लिया. बेसिक टर्म्स व्हिच आर कॉमनली यूज्ड इन एनी ब्लॉक डायग्राम. अब हमें उसके एप्लीकेशंस यहाँ पर देखने हैं in the form of rules. So draw this. G1 of S into R of S indicate output of first block. Then G2 of S, G1 of S, R of S indicate output of second block. Then this indicate the output of your third block, which coincidentally the final output of our system. हो गया? Are you done with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So this is our final output, or you can say representation of given system in single block. So this indicate your transfer function of our given structure. And you have to remember this. This is the most important conclusion of our overall discussion. So when the blocks are connected in series, the resultant gain is simply the product of individual gain of each block. तो यहाँ 3 रहो, 4 रहो, 5 रहो, 10 रहो, 2 रहो, हमेशा आपको यही टेक्निक अप्लाई करना है. मान लो आपके सिस्टम में अगर 3 या 4 ब्लॉक है और आपने आइडेंटिफाई किया कि all of them are connected in series, and if you are interested to reduce them in single, तो सिंपली आपने एक सिंगल ब्लॉक निकालना है और उसके अंदर में इंडिविजुअल जो ब्लॉक की गेन है उसका प्रोडक्ट लिख देना है. ठीक है? हो गया आपका?
Yes, sir.
ओके, आई होप कि सभी लोग लिख रहे हैं क्योंकि ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. और जब तक आपको ये टर्म्स पता नहीं रहेंगे या फिर हर एक रूल को कैसे अप्लाई करना पता नहीं रहेगा, तब तक आप बीडीआरटी के प्रॉब्लम नहीं सॉल्व कर पाएंगे. तो आपको हर एक बात बहुत अच्छे से पता होनी चाहिए. नाउ रूल नंबर 2. Suppose we are having the combination of blocks when they are connected in parallel connection. So how to obtain the reduced version of this connection? मान लो अब हमारे पास जो ब्लॉक्स है वो पैरेलल कनेक्शन में कनेक्टेड है, तो उसका रिड्यूस वर्जन कैसे फाइंड आउट करना. सो फॉर दैट आई वांट यू टू ड्रॉ दिस सिस्टम. अब ये सिस्टम में आपको समझ में आ रहा होगा कि वी आर हैविंग 3 ब्लॉक्स, G1 of S, G2 of S, G3 of S. To each of the block we applied combined input R of S in the form of excitation, and the output of each block is clubbed at a common summing point with general sign notation plus minus plus minus plus minus, and finally the output of the system is C of S. So this indicates the connection of blocks in parallel combination, and our objective is to obtain the final representation of this system via single block. तो वो कैसे ऑब्टेन करेंगे? एंड रिमेंबर वन थिंग, जो भी रूल्स हम लोग यहाँ अप्लाई कर रहे हैं वो रूल्स फाइंड आउट करने के बाद या फिर वो रूल अप्लाई करने के बाद जो भी इक्वेशन या फिर जो भी फाइनल रिजल्ट आपके पास में आएगा उस पर्टिकुलर सिस्टम का, या रिप्रेजेंटेशन आएगा वो पर्टिकुलर सिस्टम का, वो सिस्टम का रिप्रेजेंटेशन एक्चुअल सिस्टम के बिहेवियर से चेंज नहीं होना चाहिए. दैट मीन्स वी सिंपली रिप्रेजेंट दैट सिस्टम बाय सिंगल ब्लॉक, बट ओरिजिनलिटी सिस्टम का हैम्पर नहीं होना चाहिए. तो ये जितने भी रूल्स हम पढ़ रहे हैं, ये रूल्स अप्लाई करने के बाद में जो भी रिड्यूस वर्जन आपके पास में आएगा सिस्टम का, उसके थ्रू जो भी आउटपुट आपको मिल रहा है और एक्चुअल में जो सिस्टम का आउटपुट है वो एग्जैक्टली मैच होने ही चाहिए. अगर वो मैच हो रहा है इसका मतलब कि आप प्रॉपरली सारे बीडीआरटी के रूल्स अप्लाई कर रहे हैं. अगर वो मैच नहीं हो रहा है इसका मतलब कि आपने कुछ तो भी गड़बड़ किया है. दैट मीन्स यू हैव नॉट अप्लाई द रूल्स प्रॉपरली. तो रूल्स अप्लाई करने का वही लॉजिक है कि आप जो भी टेक्निक अप्लाई कर रहे हो, फाइनली जो भी आउटपुट आपके पास में आएगा, ओरिजिनलिटी ऑफ सिस्टम विल रिमेन सेम. ठीक है ना? आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट?
Yes, sir.
ओके, ये ड्रॉ कर लिया आपने, स्ट्रक्चर ड्रॉ कर लिया?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let us try to find कि इसका आउटपुट क्या आएगा. Again we need to apply the same topology. Let us try to find the output of intermediate stage. हर एक स्टेज का आउटपुट देखो क्या रहेगा. अब देखो यहाँ पर both the all the what we can say blocks are connected in parallel combination and to each block we applied R of S as an input. इसका मतलब ये जो R of S है ये G1 of S को भी इनपुट में जा रहा है, सेम R of S G2 of S को भी जा रहा है, सेम R of S G3 of S को भी जा रहा है. So if you are interested to calculate the output of G1 of S, it is going to be input multiplied by gain. So input क्या है? R of S. Gain क्या है? G1 of S. So output of this block क्या हो जाएगा? कौन बताएगा? Output of this block or what is the value of signal flowing through this path? Yes, please reply. What will be the value of signal flowing through this path?
G1 of S into R of S.
Very good. It is nothing but the product of input multiplied by gain. Input is R of S, gain is G1 of S. So the value of signal flowing through this path is nothing but G1 of S multiplied by R of S. In the same way, if you apply the same logic and calculate the value of output of G2 of S, or you can say the value of signal flowing through this path, so it is nothing but G2 of S multiplied by R of S. In the same way, you will get here as G3 of S multiplied by R of S. Now, the output of summing point is nothing but the addition of all the input available at the summing point. So here we need to take the addition with respect to their nature. So here we have defined nature in general. That means it may be positive or it may be negative. So plus minus दोनों possibility रहेगा. So finally आपका जो output रहेगा C of S का वो क्या आएगा? इसका input plus minus इसका output plus minus इसका output. So the structure is like this. समझ में आ रहा है आपको?
Yes, sir.
So I want you to draw this or write down this, draw this diagram and write down the output of each block, and then finally the overall output of the system, which is nothing but C of S equals to plus minus G of S into R of S रहेगा, but मैंने यहाँ से R of S directly common निकाल लिया, so you will get this output. So this indicates the relationship between output and input. Now our objective is to find the relation between output input in terms of transfer function. So if you take C of S divided by R of S, तो यहाँ जो ये ब्रैकेट के अंदर में दिख रहा है ना, this indicate your overall transfer function. And finally conclusion क्या रहेगा? When the blocks are connected in parallel, how to represent them in a single block? Conclusion क्या रहेगा? कौन बताएगा? Equation देखो और बताओ. When the blocks are connected in parallel, what will be the final output? Simple, it is nothing but the addition or you can say subtraction of individual block gain. बरोबर है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Simple. So we can represent them in a single block diagram like this. So this indicates the transfer function of this system. And because the blocks are connected in parallel combination, so it is nothing but the addition of individual block gain with respect to their nature, which is defined at summing point. So if the nature is negative, we need to take negative. If the nature of the signal is positive, we need to take positive. Rest of the thing is as it is. तो अगर मान लो आपका G1 of S है, G2 of S है, G3 of S है, उसमें G1 of S पॉजिटिव है, G2 of S नेगेटिव है और G3 of S पॉजिटिव है, तो आपका फाइनल आउटपुट आएगा G1 of S माइनस G2 of S प्लस G3 of S. समझ में आ रहा है क्या?
Yes, sir.
In the same way, if for example G1 of S is negative, G2 of S positive and G3 of S is again negative, so answer रहेगा आपका minus G1 of S plus G2 of S minus G3 of S, which indicate the overall transfer function of your this structure. So finally we conclude that when the blocks are connected in parallel combination, the resultant gain is the addition or subtraction of individual gain of each block as mentioned at the summing point. So this point you have to remember. This is your final output. When the blocks are in parallel, you need to implement this logic. So these rules are very important. जब भी हम इसके न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करेंगे, अभी ठीक है थ्योरेटिकल एस्पेक्ट है तो आपको समझ में आ रहा है, बट जब हम इसके न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करेंगे तो वहां पर आपको ये सारे रूल्स याद रखने पड़ेंगे, और कब कौन सा रूल आपको अप्लाई करना है टोटली डिपेंड्स ऑन द टाइप ऑफ न्यूमेरिकल. कभी आपको पहला रूल अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा, कभी दूसरा, कभी तीसरा, कभी पांचवा, दैट डिपेंड्स. और वो प्रैक्टिस से ही आएगा. जितना प्रैक्टिस करोगे उतना आपका जो वीडीआरटी का डोमेन है वो स्ट्रॉन्ग होगा. ठीक है. हैव यू डन विद दिस? कर लिया आपने कंप्लीट इसको? प्लीज रिप्लाई कीजिए.
Yes, sir.
ओके गुड. देन लेट अस ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड रूल नंबर 3. ये रूल नंबर 3 ऑलरेडी हमने पढ़ा है, बट इसको थोड़ा अलग तरीके से हम लोग बोल रहे हैं. रूल नंबर 3 इज नथिंग बट एलिमिनेशन ऑफ फीडबैक लूप. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू हैव द रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ सिस्टम इन दिस फैशन, मान लो आपके पास अगर किसी कंट्रोल सिस्टम का ब्लॉक डायग्राम अवेलेबल है, वो इस फैशन में है, और मान लो इस पर्टिकुलर लूप को आपको कन्वर्ट करना है एक सिंगल ब्लॉक में, तो आप कैसे कन्वर्ट करोगे? अभी हमने रिसेंटली पढ़ा है हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू रिप्रेजेंट दिस इन अ सिंगल ब्लॉक. प्लीज रिप्लाई कीजिए. अभी रिसेंटली पढ़ा. इट इज नथिंग बट द ट्रांसफर फंक्शन ऑफ योर क्लोज लूप कंट्रोल सिस्टम. See, this is nothing but your G of S, this is nothing but your H of S, forward path gain, feedback path gain, and here we have taken the nature of feedback signal as plus minus. So if you are interested to represent this in single block diagram, it is nothing but G of S upon 1 plus minus G of S into H of S. समझ में आ रहा है क्या?
Yes, sir.
तो the same logic already हमने ये derive किया actually. अगर आप देखोगे तो we have derived this expression. But we derived for negative feedback signal, and I gave you the homework. You need to derive for positive feedback signal, but definitely you will get the same answer. The thing is that for positive you will get negative, for negative you will get positive in denominator polynomial function. So write down this rule number 3, elimination of feedback loop. तो जहां भी आपके पास में इस तरीके का स्ट्रक्चर रहेगा, एंड सपोज आपको ये पूरा का पूरा स्ट्रक्चर ही एलिमिनेट करना है, तो ये आपको ड्रॉ नहीं करना है, तो उसको आप इस तरीके से भी रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं. द थिंग इज दैट वो स्ट्रक्चर इसी तरीके से दिखना चाहिए. मतलब वहां पर G of S indicate net forward path gain, H of S indicate your feedback path gain, R of S the input, and C of S is the output. So you can represent this entire structure by a single block via this expression, which indicate the overall transfer function of this loop, G of S upon 1 plus G of S into H of S. तो ये G of S जो है वो एक सिंगल ब्लॉक इंडिकेट नहीं कर रहा है. ये G of S इंडिकेट करता है आपके इफेक्टिव फॉरवर्ड पाथ के गेन को. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर ये G of S में मान लो दो ब्लॉक है, G1 of S एंड G2 of S, तो वो G of S क्या बन जाएगा आपका? इफ द ब्लॉक आर कनेक्टेड इन सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन, तो जो G of S है वो बन जाएगा आपका G1 of S मल्टीप्लाइड बाय G2 of S. समझ में आ रहा है ना मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ?
Yes, sir.
फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर मान लो यहाँ पर G of S की जगह दो ब्लॉक है, बोथ आर कनेक्टेड इन पैरेलल, तो जो रिजल्टेंट G of S है वो बन जाएगा उन दोनों का पैरेलल इफेक्टिव कॉम्बिनेशन. तो वो रहेगा G1 of S plus G2 of S. So G1 of S plus G2 of S indicate your overall G of S, and that G of S you have to replace in this equation. That's it. In the same way, same topology you can apply over here. अगर मान लो आपके फीडबैक पाथ में दो ब्लॉक है एंड बोथ आर कनेक्टेड इन सीरीज, तो पहले आपको रूल नंबर 1 अप्लाई करके उसका सीरीज रिजल्टेंट निकालना पड़ेगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यहाँ पर आपके पास H1 of S है, H2 of S है, एंड बोथ द ब्लॉक्स आर कनेक्टेड इन सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन, तो एच ऑफ एस आपका बन जाएगा H1 ऑफ एस मल्टीप्लाइड बाई H2 ऑफ एस। समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
ओके, सो दिस इज योर रूल नंबर 3। हैव यू डन विद दिस? लिख लिया आपने?
Yes, sir.
ओके, नाउ लेट अस ट्राई टू सॉल्व ए सिंपल न्यूमेरिकल। जो 3 रूल अभी हमने पढ़े हैं उसी में से कोई 2 या 3 रूल आपको अप्लाई करके एक न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करना है, और यहाँ पर हम हमारा आज का लेक्चर जो है वो क्लोज कर देंगे। सो लेट अस ट्राई, देखिए कि आपको ये आता है क्या। दिस इज अ न्यूमेरिकल गिवन टू यू where the system is represented via this block diagram. So G1 of s and G2 of s indicate the gain of forward path, H of s indicate the feedback path, input is R of s, output is C of s, and the nature of feedback signal is negative. Here the nature of input signal is not mentioned. So as I told you that if the nature of input signal at summing point is not mentioned, you need to take by default as positive. और यहाँ ये जो माइनस है, दिस माइनस इंडिकेट द नेचर ऑफ योर फीडबैक सिग्नल, एंड योर ऑब्जेक्टिव इज टू ऑब्टेन द ट्रांसफर फंक्शन ऑफ दिस सिस्टम, और योर ऑब्जेक्टिव इज टू ऑब्टेन और रिप्रेजेंट दिस सिस्टम इन ए सिंगल ब्लॉक डायग्राम बाय अप्लाइंग द कंसेप्ट ऑफ ब्लॉक डायग्राम रिडक्शन टेक्निक। कर पाएंगे आप? ट्राई कीजिए। हाउ टू सॉल्व दिस? First of all, we need to identify whether the blocks are connected in series or parallel. So ये सीरीज में तो नहीं दिख रहे, या पैरेलल में तो नहीं दिख रहे, या दिख रहे? साक्षी प्लीज रिप्लाई कीजिए, ये दोनों ब्लॉक सीरीज में है क्या? G1 of s and G2 of s, whether they are connected in series or not?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. If you apply the definition of blocks connected in series combination, these two are exactly in series. Why? Because they are connected back to back and they do not have any summing point or takeoff point in between them. So we can say that G1 of s and G2 of s are connected in series. तो जब ये सीरीज में है तो मैं इस पर्टिकुलर स्ट्रक्चर को एक सिंगल ब्लॉक से इंडिकेट कर सकता हूं, और उसमें जो गेन रहेगा वो क्या रहेगा? G1 of s मल्टीप्लाइड बाई G2 of s। समझ में आ रहा है क्या?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, सो इफ यू अप्लाई द कंसेप्ट ऑफ ब्लॉक कनेक्टेड इन सीरीज, हेंस द मॉडिफाइड वर्जन ऑफ गिवन सिस्टम इज लाइक दिस। ऐसा हो जाएगा? प्लीज कंफर्म मी, इस तरीके से हम लोग ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं क्या?
Yes, sir.
ओके, सो आई वांट यू टू राइट दिस। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ड्रॉ दिस डायग्राम। ये आपका प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट है। प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट आपका रहेगा ऑब्टेन द ट्रांसफर फंक्शन of given system using block diagram reduction technique. In short form you can write BDRT, block diagram reduction technique, BDRT. And from this we have started the solution for this. So first is apply the concept of block connected in series. So the system can be redrawn as, or you can say the modified version of system is given by, दोबारा से आपको सिस्टम ड्रॉ करना है, और अब यहाँ 2 ब्लॉक की जगह हम लोग एक ही ब्लॉक इंडिकेट करेंगे, which indicate the resultant of these 2 blocks when they are connected in series combination, G1 of s into G2 of s. So हमेशा आपने याद रखना है, जब भी आप BDRT के न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करोगे ना, आपको एक स्टेप अप्लाई करनी है, और वो स्टेप के बाद में जो रिड्यूस वर्जन आएगा आपके सर्क्यूट का वो लिखना है। फिर उसके बाद देखिए कि और कुछ सीरीज पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन आता है क्या, फिर आप एलिमिनेशन ऑफ क्लोज लूप अप्लाई कर सकते हैं क्या। फिर उसके बाद दोबारा से मॉडिफाइड वर्जन ड्रॉ कीजिए, फिर उसका आउटपुट लिखिए, और फिर इन दिस वे अगर आप स्टेप बाय स्टेप जाओगे तो फाइनली आपके पास में एक सिंगल ब्लॉक रहेगा विच इंडिकेट द फाइनल वर्जन ऑफ योर एक्चुअल सिस्टम। समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
ओके, आई होप कि आपका यहां तक हो गया है।
Yes, sir. Done with it.
Okay, very good. Now see here, if you compare this structure with our elimination of closed loop, तो आपको समझ में आएगा कि exactly आपका एक सिंगल closed loop सिस्टम है, बट फर्क क्या है कि यहाँ जो आपका G of s है, it is nothing but a combination of G1 of s and G2 of s. This indicate your H of s, and if you see the nature of your feedback signal, it is nothing but negative. So now if you apply rule number 3 of BDRT, which is nothing but elimination of closed loop, so यहाँ पर जो आपका resultant H of s है, which is nothing but the gain of forward path, is going to be equal to the product of G1 of s and G2 of s. Rest of the thing is as it is. So if you apply the concept of elimination of feedback loop, we can write G of S is nothing but a product of G1 of S into G2 of S. So the structure is like this. बरोबर है? इसी तरीके से रहेगा स्ट्रक्चर.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. अब इसमें मॉडिफिकेशन क्या रहेगा? इंस्टेड ऑफ राइटिंग दिस G of S, we can replace this G of S by G1 of S into G2 of S. So it is something like this. So this indicate your final output or the representation of your given system via single block. And whatever the gain available in this single block, this gain indicate the transfer function of our actual system. So this is what the actual meaning of block diagram reduction technique, and how BDRT is useful, or it is a very useful tool to obtain the transfer function of your given system. समझ में आ रहा है क्या?
Yes, sir.
So draw this. So this is what our final answer. तो कहने का मतलब है कि एक्चुअल सिस्टम निकालना क्या, या उसके अगेंस्ट में आपने ये फाइनल आंसर लिखा, ये ड्रॉ करना क्या, बोथ आर नथिंग बट सेम. बिकॉज इफ यू calculate the relationship between output and input through actual system and through this system, both are nothing but same, and that is the originality, or you can say the beauty of BDRT. तो जो भी आप BDRT के through final output obtain कर रहे हो, ultimately you are trying to obtain the transfer function of that system. But the thing is that while applying those rules, you are not going to change the originality of the system. सिस्टम का आउटपुट, सिस्टम का इनपुट हर एक स्टेज पे वैसा ही होना चाहिए. अगर वैसा करके आप उसको रिड्यूस कर रहे हो, देन यू आर मूविंग ऑन अ ट्रैक, ऑन अ राइट ट्रैक. सो आई होप कि ये लिख लिया आप लोगों ने. आर यू डन विद दिस?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, good, good. So in the next lecture, we will learn some more rules which plays an important role under the domain of block diagram reduction technique. So up till now we have covered 3 rules. Some 6 to 7 rules are still remaining, and they are more crucial as compared to this one. So I want you all to please attend next lecture in order to understand the concept of block diagram reduction technique.